The Law of Success. A Prentice Mulford essay. Success in any business or undertaking comes through the working of a law. It never comes by chance. In the operations of nature's laws, there is no such thing as chance or accident. The so-called accidental tumbling of the stone from the mountainside is the result of forces which have been acting in that stone through countless ages. You and your fortunes are no more the things of chance than is the tree from its earliest growth. You are the product of the elements, and that product through the working of a law. You can, as you find out the law, make of yourself whatever you please. Your thought, or spirit, and not your body, is your real self. Your thought is an invisible substance, as real as air, water, or metal. It acts apart from your body. It goes from you to others, far and near. It acts on them, moves and influences them. It does this whether your body be sleeping or waking. This is your real power. As you learn how this power really acts, as you learn how to hold, use, and control it, you will do more profitable business and accomplish more in an hour than now you may do in a week. You will continually increase this power by exercise. This, and only this, was the basis of the miracles, the magic or occult power of ancient times. Your prevailing mood, or frame of mind, has more to do than anything else with your success or failure in any undertaking. Your mind is that amount of thought substance which has come together during countless ages and after using many physical bodies. The mind is a magnet. It has the power, first of attracting thought and next of sending that thought out again. You do not, of yourself, make your thought. You only receive and feel it as it comes to you. What kind of thought you most charge that magnet, your mind, with, or set it open to receive, it will attract most of that kind to you. If, then, you think, or keep most in mind, the mere thought of determination, hope, cheerfulness, strength, force, power, justice, gentleness, order, and precision, you will attract and receive more and more of such thought elements. These are among the elements of success. These qualities are of thought element as real things as any we see or feel. The more you set the magnet in this direction, the stronger it grows to attract these elements. Whatever of thought you think or receive, you send from you again, an invisible substance to act on others. Your own thought is now in the air, acting on and attracting to you of its kind the thought of others, whose bodies you may never have seen. The people you are in the future to meet, who may help or damage your fortunes, are those whose thought in like manner sent far from their bodies has already met and mingled with your own. That attraction tends to bring you together in the body. It will certainly bring you together in some form of existence. When determined thought meets determined thought and unites on a similar purpose, a double power for success comes of such union, be the bodies used by such thought, mind, or spirit in the same house or 1,000 miles apart. But if you are thinking most of the time discouragement or anger, or any form of ill temper, you are sending hundreds and thousands of miles away from your body this thought element of discouragement, hopelessness, or anger, literally a part of your unseen self. It attracts, meets, and mingles with the same thought element similarly sent out by others, parts of such people. So it attracts you to them, your partners in misery. You hurt each other's health and fortune. A thought attracts thought of like kind. Keep any thought fixed in your mind, say the thought of strength or health, and you attract to you more and more of the thought element of strength and health. Keep in mind the idea of force, go ahead, push, and you attract to you an element that which gives you force, push, and go ahead. So long as you are in a confident, determined, serene frame of mind, having some special aim in view based on right and justice, so long are you moving in this way the strongest silent power of your thought in attracting to you the persons you need to cooperate with. If your aim is not based on right and justice, you will still move this silent power of your mind, but it will not affect results so beneficial to you as your thought based on your highest idea of right. If you wish to gain through deceit and craft, you can do so. You will attract, by the same law and method, deceitful and dishonest thought in advance of its body. You will then work with the dishonest in the body. Dishonest mind herds together through a natural law. The dishonest are certain to injure each other at last in some way. A thought, be it good or bad, is a thing or construction of unseen element as real as a tree, a flower, a clock. It is already made before you think or receive it, as your mind through its mood, frame, or attitude attracts it. As you think it, you put it out again to act, move, or influence others. But your thought spoken or whispered in the privacy of your room is put out with more force so to act on others than if you merely think it. And if two or more persons talk together without wrangle or disagreement on a common purpose in any business, they send out a proportionately greater volume of force to work on other minds relative to such business. If your company so putting out thought element or force do not agree, if they are angry and wrangle with each other, the force so sent from them is injurious to that business. If they talk peacefully and will set aside individual preferences or prejudices in order to work out the common purpose in view, the thought or force they generate is constructive and acts favorably on other minds far and near to advance that business. So whenever you think, you are affecting your fortunes for good or ill, and whenever you talk to others, you are making a force still greater to make or lose for you health, friends, and money. Every thought of yours, silent or spoken, has a literal value. If you receive, that is, think, the thought that you cannot succeed in any undertaking, that thought also goes out, meets and attracts other discouraged, despondent, I can't, thought, brings you nearer and nearer the hopeless, fretting people's bodies it is in advance of, injures your health and all pushing business ability, and brings you at last in personal contact with people who only help to ruin each other. You are working then your thought power for non-success. You can use this power to bring you good or ill results, as you can use the locomotive to carry your body on a journey, or to crush your body by throwing yourself before it. Whatever plan or scheme of business you fix your mind persistently upon in the determination to succeed, it commences then as a thought construction of unseen element to draw aiding forces to you. By aiding forces is meant first, ever-growing fertility of mind to breed new plans for pushing your business. Secondly, drawing to you the best people to aid you in your plans. Do not waste your power in looking for such aiding forces with your body. Let silent, persistent resolve in mind do the work. It will do it if you persevere holding to this frame of mind. It is no new power, though possibly new to most of us. It is constantly, though unconsciously, exercised for good or ill all about us. Because your body is not the only power you have to work with. Your body is only the instrument used by your mind, or spirit. Your mind, your invisible self, uses your body in, say, cutting down a tree, or other work of hand, exactly as your body uses the axe. But when such force, thought, is not using the body, it is at work with greater power elsewhere. To think persistent resolve, to think persistent push in your one aim and purpose, to simply think it and do nothing else, will create for you a power as certain to move and affect results as the jack screws placed under the heaviest building will move it upward. The power you so create of your mind and of unseen forces will work while you sleep. It will bring to you new devices, plans, and methods for moving your business forward. And as you get these plans, they will move your body to act. You cannot sit still when an idea that means business comes to you. Such idea is for you power. But you can tire your body to such an extent that you will have no power to receive an idea when it does come. All successful business is based on a continual inflowing of new idea, plan, device, scheme. Your spirit, or thought, acts and works on others while your body sleeps. It may do this with those whose bodies are also asleep. If you are angry or discouraged on going to sleep, your invisible self on leaving its body will probably be attracted to some other angry or discouraged nature. The better mood you are in on quitting your body at night and entering on your other existence, the better the thought or person you will meet in that existence to further your purpose. If you have no purpose, you will then probably meet with another purposeless nature. To have no special purpose in life, to simply drift, is to have nothing on which to focus or concentrate your thought power. If it is not so concentrated, but scattered, fastening on one thing today and another tomorrow, you will be restless, moping, and unhappy in mind. If unhappy in mind, you can never be healthy in body. Spirit, or thought, is always active, be the body asleep or awake. The thought or spirit of a person who has no definite purpose or plan, no supreme resolve or aim, is in the state of a rudderless vessel driven about by every wind. Thought must be controlled, managed, and directed to some end, or result. If you do not so control, manage, and direct it, it will act aimlessly, bringing you nothing save its own unhappy mood, making it more and more difficult for you to act with any decision or sense of responsibility. The greater difficulty you experience in taking care of yourself, the more you will lean on others. In the degree that you lean on others, you make yourself weak. This is the condition of thousands today who do not know what ails them. They have no definite purpose. They only think they have. They are not concentrated in their aim. For success in business, you must think, live, and act your business. The merchant must think merchandise, think goods. The farmer must think crops, and live and act crops. The doctor must live, think, and act practice and patience. This does not mean that merchant, farmer, or doctor is to narrow his mind down to the small details of any occupation. To live in mind, and constantly in thought with the details of any business, makes that mind small and mean. The small-minded merchant, farmer, doctor, lawyer, thinks and talks of nothing save his store, crops, cases, and his own petty economy. The successful merchant, doctor, lawyer, farmer is one whose mind is so broad and liberal that it can, while living, thinking, and acting in his business, be ever open for new ideas and new knowledge concerning his business. He welcomes such new ideas and knowledge from every possible source. If they seem to him in advance foolish and unreasonable, he will still listen to them, reflect on them, read and consider them, but not reject them. The smaller mind rejects new ideas at once. The great mind reasons, ponders, weighs, and judges. And the great mind is always increasing its power through seeing opportunity in every passing event for more information, through knowing that from every person, however inferior, something can be learned. The great mind can see a possibility for business in every hour of existence. The great mind can learn from the sailor, the huckster, the tramp, the peddler, the showman, the ditch digger, something of value to aid its schemes, projects, or ambitions. It does not despise them. It rather makes them its teachers. And, so absorbing the best that is in every possible source of information, it becomes great in breadth and comprehension. It rises out of the rut. It is different from the common crowd. It becomes, by comparison, as a giant among pygmies. It has more and more business. The world of business comes to it. The great mind is constantly the mind open for new things in its line of business. It will always welcome the new idea, the new device, the new machine, the new process, the new method. It has, for instance, outgrown the practice of advertising in any old set style, the advertising done 20 years ago. It has found that the public needs a variety of advertisement as it needs a variety of anything. It has found that what was new, fresh, and striking last month in advertising will grow old, stale, and uninteresting next month. It has found that keeping everlastingly at it is not the way to advertise, if the advertisement be always alike. The new, striking, quaint, odd, funny, truthful advertisement, appearing often, but not too often, makes the paying advertisement. The great mind sees in every peculiarity of any individual a possibility for advertising its business. It sees that the public, for the moment, wants variety and novelty in every form of announcement. It studies that variety, plans the method of getting the public interested in its business for the moment. The great mind, far-seeing and provident, is always planning for some better way of advertising, always planning to make a better impression on the public, and, in consequence, every day adds some new strength to its methods, and every day gains ground on the weak and hesitating and behind-the-times competitors. To become successful in your business or profession, study all that pertains to it and keep studying. It is not necessary to study all you read. It is not necessary to remember all you read. The mind cannot always recall what you have read. But, by so reading and studying, you have absorbed a certain element which will be of use to you at the proper time. What you read becomes a part of your real self, though you may not now see it and cannot recall it. All of us have some peculiar trait or ability which, if followed out and cultivated, will make us useful and successful in our line of life. End of essay.